Hello, it probably seems like it's been quite a while. Enough jibber jabber, Jerry. What do you have for us today? I have a faulty PlayStation 5 that doesn't power on. It's completely dead. No power. Ticket number 13041. I can confirm that when you push the power button, you don't get any noises or anything. My colleague has checked the power supply to confirm we get 12 volts coming in, which we do. But I think there's a short on the board, which is making this PlayStation 5 not power on. So let's head on over to the scope and check it out. Now I have my multimeter in continuity mode, and I'm just going to start with the basic checks, which is at the fuses to ensure that the fuses are a-okay. Do you know what I will say? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's fine. What I will say is that I've never had a fuse go bust on me. All the PlayStation 5s that I've fixed, none of them have just been a fuse. Or none of them have had a short that has caused a fuse to go bad, should I say. That's fine as well. That one's okay. So it doesn't look to be a fuse issue. No, all good. And I'm just going to start prodding around in continuity mode with the multimeter and just see if I get any obvious shorts. Because believe it or not, this is probably the quickest way that we're going to be able to find something wrong with the board at least. If there's anything obvious, that is. So far, so good. All good. All good. We'll check around the Wi-Fi IC because that is usually a culprit when it comes to no power. Just check on these caps here. And again, to be honest with you, we're okay. Alright, so that's fine. Alright, we continue searching. I'm not picking places in particular. I'm literally just... Oh, wait a minute. As I say that, hold on. We have a short on this path here. A short to ground. Because I'm assuming, so this is going to be a ground side here because this is the ground path. And this side is not. I'm pretty sure this chip links to the south bridge, but I could be wrong. Name of the chip is SBV T113F, is that? So what I'm going to do instantly is just inject some voltage, because if I put the meter into resistance mode, I just want to check and make sure that this is a short to ground. Yeah, we have no resistance at all. Half an ohm, which is going to be my leads. Which it is, yep, half an ohm. So I'm just going to inject, I'm going to start with 0.5 of a volt, so 0.5 volts just here, and just see what happens. Alright, injecting 0.5, what happens? So we draw a healthy 1.1 amps. Just going to check with our infrared P2 Pro, see if anything lights up like a Christmas tree. Might have to increase the voltage a tiny bit. Okay, so this is why it's important to inject voltage, right? This is on the other side of the board. I couldn't find a heat spot. It's a very bare minimum heat spot. But just to give you a heads up, so I'm injecting voltage here, okay? The short on the board, I turn it around. Well, I say short. This area was getting hot. The shorted component we had was here, okay? So this component here, this cap was shorted. So I injected voltage on here just to... I could have gone ahead and removed this, but this would have been shorted. So instinct, I don't know, it just told me inject at this point as well and see if we get taken on a wild goose chase, in which we did. Now, can you spot the bad capacitor? I can from this image. And it is this one here. This is absolutely lighting up like a Christmas tree. And as you can see, it's damaged. Let me see if I can zoom in. And it's just there. There we go. You can see it. This cap here is damaged. So I wonder if it is just this capacitor that we have an issue with. I'm going to remove this cap and see if our short is gone, and see if that then in turn brings this PlayStation back to life. Wouldn't that be an easy fix? Quickly take this cap off. Definitely looks worse for wear, hey? And there it goes. Tiny bit of flux and some solder. I'm not replacing this cap just yet, but to save myself some extra work in a second, because I have faith. There we go. Okay, so do I have a short on that cap? This one here. Nope, no short on here. And if I check the original short, which was, I believe, on this path here, is that also now gone? Yes, no short. Wow, would you look at that? We got it. We got it. Nice. Now, I could have started messing around. I could have taken this cap off. I could have taken off the inductor to see if it was this path on the chip. Could have taken these caps off here, but voltage injection at this point is your best friend. So I'm going to get a replacement cap. There are situations where you can get away with not replacing it, but bearing in mind this is the only capacitor in the circuit, I would like to replace it. Here's our little replacement cap, which conveniently has just dropped on. Just put it back in place. There we go. Be a little dry. I would try and find the other cap for you and show you that it was shorted, but it's flown off to another planet. There we go. Nice. Okay. Again, make sure that our short is definitely not there. Yep, we don't have a short to ground on this pad anymore. Nice. I don't actually think I checked to see if I had a short on here. It was just getting extremely hot. So for that reason, I'll check up here. Right, I'm going to put this back together as much as I need to in order to test. Wish me luck. Okay, PlayStation is back together enough to test. I'll turn the screen around. I'm looking for something on the screen. Do we get power? Here's the first thing. We do. We get a blue light. That's good. Does it turn off? No, it stays on. Power stays on. Do we get anything on the screen? Come on. Okay, we get no signal. The PlayStation's probably restarting. Still nothing. We get a white light. There we go. Repairing console storage. This PlayStation 5 is fixed. All because of that little capacitor. 1 or 2 pennies worth. Bricks a whole PlayStation 5. And there we go. This console is fixed. I need to put it back together and obviously give it a full test. But it had no power. It now has power. Looking at something like that a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have known where to start. But we're going to have an extremely happy customer. If you enjoyed watching it, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.